Here's
Oh.
your host.
Okay, that's working. Alright,
We'd like to
now.
welcome TJ Loki.
Okay, looks like that's. Some of that is working. Alright. I think things are working here.
And you do just come over like blah.
What's that?
No, it would have been more just like just falling.
That's true.
Alright. So this is my first time using OBS, and so I'm kind of like getting everything set up. What up, Andrew's Repair Shop? Can you hear me good, buddy? What's up, Jose? Oh, I'm sure it's a bit staticky. Let me see if I can change the mic here. The mic is probably just bad.
I may give it to my ex.
Okay. I don't know what is up with the sound tonight.
These kind of bars you do, pills. Just grabbed the wrong ones, but they were still, they're so good. Probably better because I'll need the Italian.
Can you guys hear me now at all? Does that sound any better? Yeah, I'm trying to get the sound. No sound at all. Nice.
It's really weird.
How about now? How is that? How is the sound here?
He claimed it worked, we bought it, just need a meter. Couldn't get the voice.
Does the sound any better? Is the sound like good, or is it like staticky still? Maybe. Okay, that's great. I'm really glad to hear that.
It didn't have to have you do anything, you know, stop and shut.
It's really good to see you guys. Thanks for coming back and hanging out tonight.
Well, I don't feel good either. But here's the thing, is nobody understands this. She may be,
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with the mic. I gotta kind of work with this.
so.
I've been working on the sound for like an hour now.
The big boss, I tell you, to tell Chase to do something.
All right. Well, for the stream tonight, I figure we just all hang out, just sit and chat for a little bit, and fix some controllers. At the same time, I am using OBS for the first time, which is really interesting. There was not a whole lot of a learning curve, but it was kind of interesting. I was learning the scenes on this and how to switch between scenes, and yeah, it's very interesting. I'm going to switch the scene here. I'm going to fix the audio on this scene because the scene is not correct. So hold on one second. Test 1 2 1 2 1 2. Video capture device. Okay. All right. Sorry guys, this is rather complicated. I wasn't super prepared, and I should have gotten super prepared. Okay. I think I fixed everything. I think. Okay. I think everything is good now, hopefully. Got a new phone because my old one snapped in half. And I'm like, oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Andrew. That's awful, man. Okay. All right. Let's do this. All right. So I have a box full of controllers here, and we'll probably fix like one or two on stream. You know, let's just start with this one. It's a blue PS4 controller. And I think if we switch the camera here, let me get this switched over. Switch on over to the microscope camera. Looks like we have that looks fine. Can you guys still hear me through this? Oh yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, it's working. Sound's working here too. Cool. But yeah, just testing out the change and everything here. All right, cool. Yeah, the Google Pixel is a good phone. Which Google Pixel do you have? Alright, I'm going to plug this controller in with a cable, and we'll see what's up with it. Oh, also this controller has got some messed up joysticks, so we'll have to replace those too while we're working with it, depending on what's going on with the controller. Nice. All right. So the controller comes on and in and out. So it looks like maybe it needs a USB port. It probably does. Yeah, I thought the USB port wasn't like too bad, but yeah. Let's see if I can get it to. It's like connecting and disconnecting. So yeah, this one probably needs a new USB port. I don't think it drifts. Let me look at this here. I'm like, okay. So it has like slight drift, I guess, but it's not bad. Probably not anything to like really affect anything. And I'm kind of like, so it seems like this just needs a new USB port. And let me check the buttons. Oh crap. There we go. I'm trying to hold the USB in a way where it still holds the controller. Okay. That button works. Like, yeah, this controller basically just needs an overhaul, really. Okay. Cool. We gotta replace the USB port on this one. Let me switch the camera again. So yeah, let's take a look here. See, yeah, it's probably broken or something on the board. To be honest with you, that's what I'm guessing. Oh well. I didn't pay attention. Oh, you know what? I gotta edit the. I didn't even set up the live stream name or anything. I'm so unprepared this evening. So let me update that. All right. Save. All right. Okay, I got that going. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this controller apart. The screws are like super corroded. All right. What'd you guys do today? Well, the screws are coming out easy, which is good. I should have USB ports for this in stock. I'm pretty sure I do, but I'll have to find them. I'll have to look through my parts and see. I bought like 100 like different ports for different devices, so hopefully I have it in stock. I assume I do. Okay. Have you guys ever worked on controllers before? You know, before we do anything with this controller, because we really it just needs a clean and a new USB port and and some new thumbsticks. After we do that, we can actually move almost onto the USB port first. Let's just do that. So I had to take out this piece here, and then this piece should just come right out. These controllers are really, really dirty. Is there a screw right here? It's hard to tell. It's just really sticky. I've fixed controllers in the past, but yeah. What's really fun is you can actually use low melt solder to remove these like properly. It's really nice. Why, thank you, Andrew's Repair Shop. Amazing. Thank you. Why can't you get out of here? There you go. Okay, yeah. This CSP port was all like gummed up and stuff. We'll take a look at it here under the scope in a minute. Alright.
Yeah, red lock. Something like.
Alright, just going over it, making sure I see. Alright, I'm gonna switch the camera here. Alright. Yeah, look at all that like corrosion and stuff. It was all like kind of like gummed up in there. Just was not healthy. I mean, look at that. It just looks really nasty. Alright. So now I gotta find a port that looks something like that. And I should have one. Let's see. I'm probably gonna just dump them out here. Probably gonna just dump them out here on the table and then just sort them. I really need to do that. I should have just bought like the Northridge Fix version of this. I could have just did that, but I just decided I'm gonna make my life hard and just buy these instead. Okay, so we need something that has the rounded side on top. Rounded side on top of the micro USB port. Okay, here's one that's somewhere. So that one's really close. It doesn't have the lip on it, but on top. These are close. Okay, I found some already that look really close. That is good in the least, but those are really close, but they're not. They're the flat side on top. What are you guys doing tonight? You guys have any projects you guys are working on? I had some ports at one point. I think they're for the like the scuff version of the controller. Okay, here's one that looks really close. In fact, these might be it. Oh wait, no, that's the flat side on the top, not the rounded side. Dang. Okay. Hopefully I will find it. Thank you.
Yep.
That was really funny.
Jace, can we have the day off tomorrow?
No. You know you guys aren't allowed to have days off around here. We gotta get stuff fixed, you know? I don't not pay you guys to just sit around and go home and get vacation for free, right?
Why? You do. Oh, I forgot he's the boss.
I am. Alright. Let's settle for these right here, guys. Let's just switch over the microscope and let's start soldering stuff, shall we? Okay, let's solder stuff on this little board here. Let's get this in focus so it looks super nice. Alright, we'll turn on the fume extraction system. I'm going to turn on my soldering iron. I'm going to go grab some water for the sponge. This little sponge here for my soldering iron. I'm going to go get this wet real quick. Alright. I am back, guys. Let's solder this thing. Alright, now, if you guys have ever done work on these little tiny boards, there you will find that there is a connector on the other side that's plastic and can melt really easily. There are many ways to actually remove this, but I think one of the best ways is to apply low melt solder all the way around and desolder it that way. So I'm going to grab a big iron tip. I'll probably start off with the chisel tip and just kind of move my way in that direction. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to use a mini wave. I haven't used that tip in a long time, and it's a good tip. I've had this tip for probably over 3 years.
Have a good trip to the Bahamas.
Thank you. Are you leaving? Yeah. Alright, goodbye, Dad.
See you later, boss.
We'll see you later. My dad is finally peacing out. Did Frankie already leave? Yeah. Alright, goodbye, Frankie. Alright, I'm gonna probably grab a little bit of alcohol and a steel brush and just kind of scrape away some of that corrosion just so I can get a clean solder to the actual port itself, right? Okay, cool. Okay. Now I'm going to add flux. This is Amtech 213. I really like this flux because it cleans up real nice and easy. Now I'm going to open up our little vial of low melt solder sticks. I'm going to grab them. Why do I give a play-by-play? But I love it. I love it nonetheless. Alright. Let's add low melt here. You know what? I probably should have added flux to the top of this port, shouldn't I have? Let's do that. Alright. Oh, you know what I should have done first? Probably should have added solder to that. Whatever. It's whatever at this point, boys. And possibly girls. We just need to flood the area with low melt into all the crevices of this port. Oh yeah, man. This thing's already about to come out. Yeah, buddy. We just need to get a little bit more in here, probably. This whole board is so hot already. Oh yeah. How about we add maybe a little bit of fresh leaded solder to this? Micro Repairs Ltd, what up, man? Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. We may need some more low melt here. Yeah, dude, this thing's about to come right on out. We gotta probably get a little bit more low metal on this one pin back here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. Look at that. This whole thing's ready to go. Oh yeah, look at that. It did take 2 pads with it, but it's not really a big deal. Look at that, man. That solder's still liquefied. It's hard to tell on camera right now, but yeah. The solder's still liquefied. Look at that. It's amazing. Okay, let's get rid of that port. Let's put a new one in, and let's grab some solder wick, desolder braid. And we're gonna go ahead and just add more flux and just clear these up here. That way when we go to solder a port in, it just like flows nice and easy and we're good to go. No issues, no errors, all that good stuff. What's up, Micromage Repair? What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Alright. Did we clear it all the way through to the other side? Haha, looks like it, boys. Heck yeah. We did it. Alright. Now we can just clear it out. Grab that IPA, that isopropyl alcohol. I can't think of one time where somebody didn't break these 2 pads unless they use hot air and just were, you know, much more professional or careful than I would have been. I don't know. Oh yeah, we cleared those out. Perfect, boys. Let's go. Okay. Cool. Alright. Well, these look super good, guys. Look at that, man. Super solid. Super solid. Extra fresh. Alright, let's grab a new port here. So these ports I think are the same. If not, I think I might have other ports that are similar, which is totally cool. Gosh, I hope this works. Let's see. Let's see what it. Oh, it's like such a close fit, man. I mean, I could probably modify the port to fit. What do you guys think? You guys think that'll work? This one has like a lip on it too. It just doesn't have a lip on the top like this one did. You know, this one has a lip on the top. This one does not. But it has a lip on the side and the bottom. You guys think this will work? I'll have to like modify it slightly for it to fit, which is totally cool. But yeah. Let me see what other ports I have real quick. I should have a little box here that has a couple in it. Well, like, I have I have these ones. These are. Let's see here. What else do I have? I have like a couple like random ones. I've got. So like I've got this one, like I mentioned. It has. Here, I'll show it on camera here. I've got this one. Let me grab it with a tweezer better. I got this one that has a lip on the bottom and on the sides, just no lip on the top. And then I've got these that don't have lips at all, but they do fit. But they're kind of shorter ports. Gosh, I wish I just had the original, but this port was all screwed up. We had to change it. Indefinitely had to change it. Well, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to go with the one that I already pulled out that has a lip on top and bottom. Or excuse me, the one that does not have it on the top, but has on the bottom and sides. We'll just roll with it for now. And then, let's see if I can modify this port slightly. Alright, so I kind of bent it a little bit, moved it around. So let's see if it fits. If it fits, it ships, guys. Alright. Oh yeah, look at that. First try. Alright, maybe not. I don't know, whatever. First try probably. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, now you guys can see it. It's flat on the board. We're gonna roll with it. Let's do it. Okay. So let's add a little bit of flux, and we'll just touch up these pins here. We'll tack it in place. Probably tack these over here in place too. These side posts over here, these like these grounds here. It's very, very easy to get solder right inside because of the way that they're designed. So you always got to be careful with that. I probably could use this giant tip here, the mini wave for this. Just run up solder right here on the side of the port. Briefly. Was totally really dumb using my finger, but I did not burn it, thankfully. Alright, let's get some flux on this other side here. We're just tacking it in place, right? Alright. So, I could use a board holder, but I like to live dangerously. Plus, this board's so small you don't really need one. And take a look at this, guys. Let's add a little bit more flux here. We'll let you look at that. Let's take a look at this. Look at those solder joints, man. They look good, except this one at the very end that could look a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, man. Look at that. Thing looks magnificent, does it not? Yeah? Does it not? Look at that. Here, I'll make it to where it's... Look at that. It's all blurry. There we go. Got it. Alright. Let's flow some solder on this side, shall we? Alright. Now the key and the goal here is to not overdo it. You definitely don't want to do that. Okay, that looks good. Alright, this one right here. Done. This one over here. Okay, we call that good. Okay. Alright, looks good to me. We did not overdo it, and it looks solid, man. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, let's get this in focus. Oh, man. That was some delicious micro soldering on camera, live. You saw it first here on YouTube. Amazing. Oh, yeah. Look at that, man. Just looks perfect. Okay, let's clean the board. Alright. Let's get it focused in here, dialed in real nice. We're as good as I can get it. We'll just clean off the board here with some isopropyl alcohol and a good old handy dandy toothbrush. We'll just clean it up, man. Make it look super nice. It's fresh, shiny, brand new micro USB port. Hopefully this controller will work like brand new when it's done. Okay. Let's take a quick gander at the solder joints one more time. Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks good. I mean, I don't think you can get it much better than that, really. And we used a mini wave tip for this one. The mini wave is basically like, there's like a little divot in the middle. What up, new fixer? Yeah, the mini wave tip is pretty sweet. You can put solder on the front side of this tip, like right here. Oh, right here. You can put solder right there, or you can put solder in here. It's really good for just about everything. I like using it for HDMI ports sometimes. It really depends on what I decide I want to use with it, but yeah. Alright, our board is ready to be put back into our controller. So I'm going to switch the camera here. So we should be good here. Briefly, I am going to connect this controller to the ribbon cable and connect it to the computer. And then hopefully we should be able to have a solid connection again, more or less. Okay, let's switch the scene here. Alright, let's connect it to the computer. Does it work? Haha, bingo was his name-o. Alright, cool. Yeah, first time's a charm. It's working perfectly. Amazing. Amazing. Alright, cool. So yeah, all this controller needs now is a handy dandy, super fresh set of thumbsticks. And then it needs to be cleaned, and that is it for this particular controller. So I'm gonna set this one off to the side. We don't have to clean it right now. I'm gonna probably move on because I kind of want to do some more soldering right this moment. I'm gonna set all my screws and parts off to the side for this one. All right, so I changed the micro USB port. That's super cool. And I dropped micro USB ports on the ground, of course. Right. Okay. All right. This is awesome, guys. Thank you guys for coming out and supporting me tonight on the live stream. It means so much. And I'm just excited to be here. I'm excited to have you guys. All right. Okay, I guess we can move on to controller number 2 for now. I'll clean these ones later and put new thumbsticks in later on. we'll do a black controller here. This one definitely needs a good clean. Alright, let's switch the scene here. We'll connect it. Alright. So this controller probably, it looks like everything is good here. Probably just needs to be cleaned up, really. I mean there's like a slight drift on this one, but it's not bad. It probably could just need new thumbsticks. So I'm gonna make a note of this one and set it off to the side and move on. Or you know what? I decided I'm gonna put this controller in a pile of controllers that only need like slight adjustment of things. What's your opinion on the Johnny Depp Amber Heard? Honestly, dude, I have not followed it at all, man. Like, I know it's become like a big thing and a big meme, but I honestly have no idea what's going on. I really don't. I would probably comment on if I knew anything about it. It's probably just like really ridiculous drama that probably doesn't need to be broadcasted. I have no idea. Okay, let's see here, guys. Since we got that, the blue one just needed a micro USB port. We changed it, and it's all good now. All right, I have a red controller that looks kind of nasty too. This one's they all need to be cleaned and new thumbsticks. All right, let's switch the scene. Connect it up. Oh yeah, buddy! Look at that, man. I'm not. I swear. I am not moving this. Like, look, not moving it at all. Look at that. Look at that nasty drift, man. Yeah, we're gonna change that. We're gonna fix that up. We're gonna fix this controller right up, man. All right, so we got. Hold up. Let me test all the buttons here. I did not do that. So we got. Okay. And the thumbstick button's working, of course. Oh, we got drift on both sticks. And, like, pretty genuinely bad drift, too. Okay, cool. Let's get this controller turned down. We're probably just going to replace the thumbsticks on both. Or, you know what? I'll probably just replace the potentiometers on these. And then we'll add We'll add some pots to correct any drift that exists after the fact. All right, I'm gonna ask the chat. What is your favorite video that you guys have seen me do so far? The video that sold you, that said, you know what, I'm gonna hit that subscribe button, and then you guys did it. Or if you guys haven't hit that subscribe button, you should hit that subscribe button. Only if you guys like the channel. If you guys like the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button. Because I have ideas for the future that I would really love to see on the channel, and I need you guys. I need you guys' love and support. All right, so this does not want to open. I don't know why. Let's grab like a guitar pick of sorts, yeah? Guitar pick, you know, just to kind of like work it in there, you know. I think there's a little latch on these. I think this might be like a V2 controller. This is a PS4 controller, by the way. I'm sorry. Hey, Katrina. Katrina is my sister, guys. I'll say hello to her if you guys would like. She's amazing. I would not be who I am today without her. She is wonderful. Usually I can get these open pretty easily, but this one, oh, there we go. I had to kind of force it, and I didn't want to. I don't like forcing these controllers, but sometimes you kind of have to. Okay. There we go. Man, this controller doesn't want to come apart. Come on, controller. There you are. Got him. Alright. Controller's apart. I got the backside off here, finally. Okay, cool. So, yeah, this controller is definitely going to need a clean, along with some brand new potentiometer pots for the thumbsticks. You know, I got into like game console repairs, and you know, I fixed a lot of controllers. When I say fix controllers, like I fixed like, you know, button issues or like, you know, the triggers or whatever. But like for the longest time, I didn't even know controller drift was a thing. For years, I had no idea that was a thing. Yeah, here we are now, and now I come to the realization that controller drift is like one of the number one things that happens with these game consoles, or game console controllers, excuse me. All right, that's coming up. Ooh, that is interesting. Okay. So do I have? I don't. I need to get some Sharpies, and I don't have any. But you know what? I'm just gonna use my phone. I'm gonna take a picture. I gotta remember where the positive and negative terminals for the rumble motors, vibration motors, where they go. I know I could just use a multimeter, but a phone camera, you know, a phone camera, it just works. I'm going to get rid of the wires here once my soldering iron heats up. There it is. I'll just get those out the way. That way we can just start fixing drift right away. Now these pots that are on this board are actually the really, really crappy ones. And I don't know if I can replace just the pots for these. I might have to replace the entire thing, which is fine. I don't have a desoldering tool here. I do have like one of these suction pumps here, and we can probably use this. Replacing these are not very fun. I'll replace the pots all day long. Excuse me, the potentiometers on the joystick. You know, these joysticks feel fine. As long as I can pop these off and slide new ones in, I'll try it. We'll see. Let's see. How many years of experience do I have with repairing game consoles? I started in late 2012. I started fixing electronics. I got my first soldering iron in 2010, so that would be 12 years ago. And then I started actually fixing consoles about 2 years later. The very first console I took apart was a PS3 backwards compatible, and when I put it back together, it didn't turn on. So that was my experience with taking it apart, and it just, I wanted to replace the thermal paste, and that console did need an HDMI port, and later on I did use a heat gun to remove a port off of a donor board, and then move the port off of mine and put the good port on my board. And that was the beginning of the obsession, and that's when I fixed it officially. Where's the CB radios? There's like a bunch behind me, and there's a bunch out in the room up there. I'll show you. There's some right there, there's some right there, and there's some right here too. All right. Let's see here. Does that look good? Cool. Well, it looks good. Overall, which part of the game console is most likely to break? Well, back on the PS3, Xbox 360 days, the most common part was the console just not staying turned on. So like the GPU or the NEC token capacitors or something like that, or just no power and just no fix for it. That's usually what the issue is. But nowadays it's all like HDMIs and hard drives. All right, let's switch the camera. So, to start us off, I'm actually going to raise the microscope up here, just a little bit. And we'll probably set these like on a roll of tape here. Alright, Now the thing that I really like to do with these, let's start with this one over here. I don't have, just so y'all know, I don't have much experience doing these, but a little bit. So if it just looks super wonky while I'm trying to fix them, whatever. Okay, nice. I'll be waiting for some repair videos. Believe it or not, you'll have to convince my dad to make some repair videos. He actually has a Northridge fixed microscope, and I actually don't work on CB radios. I wish I did, but I do not. I will like fix boards and stuff if I need to, like SMD like repair or whatever. But currently, I don't know enough about Citizens band radios to be dangerous. I know almost nothing about them, unfortunately. All right. You know, I totally should. You're right. I totally should learn some of this stuff. Now, by the way, I'm using a flat blade tip here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put solder on the side of it, and we're going to heat all three of these joints up at the same time. Right here. We're flow soldered all of them. What I want to do is, the solder that's on the board is lead-free solder, and it's crap, and it takes a very long time to heat up. I mean, look at the difference between the joint here. Look, you can see how it's like shinier, right? Looks shiny, nice. Look at this joint. Look how like white it looks. Not good. So let's go ahead and heat these joints up here, all right, and get them flowed with some leaded solder. Yeah, man, I totally should learn CB radio repair. I really should, because it really is amazing. CB radio is just awesome, and I wish I understood how it worked. Alright, now I'm gonna heat up this joint here, and I'm gonna use my sucker tool to suck the solder out of the hole. That way we can just pull the component right out. Okay, we've done a pretty decent job at that. We gotta use a little bit of solder wick maybe and kind of clear it. This is kind of awkward to do on camera, but we're through the scope trying to get this cleaned out and worked through. Okay, cool. We're clearing out the holes here. They're getting cleared out. It just takes a little bit of time. Yes, sir. Old days in the sucker. I gotta get this joint heated up and just suck it out. There we go, boys. Girls, boys and girls. You could do the camera work for your dad while he repairs. People want to learn radio repair. For real though, honestly, man, I feel like we could totally do it, but the problem is my dad would have to be the one explaining it and actually doing the repair, you know? Like, he'd have to be the one that's like in it, you know? Alright. We might need to work these joints through right a little bit. Oh, maybe we could just, that one I got free, right there. We just need to, how about we just grab a hold of it. Sometimes you can do, like if I wasn't on camera, you could literally break it free on this side, right? Break it free from the actual joystick, right? And then you heat up all the joints and grab onto it with a pair of hemostats. It's like serrated teeth tweezers or pliers or whatever you want to call it. It's almost like a small version of needle nose pliers. You literally could just grab onto it, you know, with the serrated teeth like this, heat it up, and then just pull it right out. and then you could just clear the holes out with some solder wick and call it a day. But of course I'm on camera and I want to show you guys what's up. You know, what we could do is we could just do what I just said instead of me wasting time. Alright. So I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to put my hand against the board here. I'm going to heat all of these joints up here. There it is. It's out. It's pretty much better if you have solder already on the tweezers, or excuse me, in the holes. But these holes are basically cleared out already, and we didn't rip any of the traces, which is great. They are all good and basically cleaned out. We can clean them up a little, make them look a little bit better. Radio repair is becoming more of a specialist repair, whereas before most repair shops could repair your radio. Now very little people are fixing radios and turning them. There's money to be made. Oh, I know. Most definitely there is money to be made. I mean, my dad has literally been repairing CB radios now for, it'd be coming up on 50-ish years. Like, he's been fixing them for years. Raised 7 kids on it, man. I mean, I don't know if I would ever get into half of what I do without my dad having been a great influence in my life. I mean, goodness gracious, man, like, I literally am in his shop. My dad is amazing. Okay, let's see here. I am gonna go ahead and clean this up with some isopropyl alcohol. Make these joints look nice, or these holes look nice. Alright, cool. Looks good. Alright. I have no idea if I can put these in. Let me look for the joysticks I bought. They're here somewhere. My dad is definitely a big boss for sure, and then my brother is a big boss too. You know, we're all big bosses in this world. That's what it kind of seems like. It is a dying breed, man. It stinks, dude. It sucks. My dad is, I think he just turned 60 this year. No, he just turned 60 last year, and he'll be 61 this year, man. And I got a bunch of pots here. You know, these are the ones these are the best pots here, right here. These are nice. Now let's see if I can, I don't know if I can use, if I can replace just these potentiometers. Let's see. If I can, I will. If I have to replace the whole joystick, I will. But if I don't have to, then I probably won't. Okay, I'm trying to pop off a potentiometer here and see if I can. Ooh, nope, these are different. These are different. Well, at least I think they are. Hold on. Are they? Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. Can they fit? I don't think these will fit. Probably not. Nope, these will not fit. Yep, the hole is too big. See, they won't actually fit in there. Well, that answers that. Look, I mean, I'll even show on camera here. Look, here's the difference between the two. There's literally, you guys see that? Okay enough. Both of them are different. That's a shame. That's too bad. Alright, well, we'll have to replace the whole thing then. No problemo. There it is. Yeah, and then this potentiometer just kind of like pops back in right on the side here. You just click it in like a little Lego, and it's good to go. So let's set that off to the side. And you know what I'm going to do? I am going to use my low melt solder and start flowing it to all the joints here, and hopefully we'll have much better success than I have had in the past. I'm not a huge fan of doing these pots on controllers, but like I do them because I mean, you know, it's not that bad. I make it way worse than it actually needs to be. Okay. Okay, I'm just putting flux all around here. And I'll use my giant knife blade tip for this because it's a very, very good conductor of lots of heat. Okay. Let's get this joint heated up here, right? We'll add some low melt. Oh yeah, there we go. If you guys saw it kind of sink in there, that's what you want to see. You want to watch that solder kind of flow into the joint. And a little goes a long way, so don't, if you do use some of this low melt, definitely a little goes a long way. Okay, cool. Cool. Oh yeah, man. We're gonna get this. This joystick's gonna come out pretty easy with this low melt. You know, you can use hot air to get these out, but it's just, I don't know, it's a little risky and it's kind of hard to do. Yeah, that's funny. I know Northridge Fix talks about joints sometimes too. It's hilarious. Alright, let's get a little bit more flux here on the board. And what do you guys say? Should I use the solder sucker or should I use hot air for this one? What do you guys think? I'll leave it up to you guys. Probably, I don't know. I was thinking if I can use the solder sucker like with this joint and it like sucks it all the way through, that would be awesome. That's what yeah. I was thinking like whatever I can do to make this just work, that'd be really, really satisfying. Okay, let's heat it up. Wait for a second. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, man. Okay, I gotta clear this out a little bit. These solder suckers are no joke, even though. Let's get the old roll of tape in here, shall we? And maybe a little bit more flux here. And how about we fix the scope? Have you ever done a recap on a PC monitor? Yes. Well, like if we're talking like a full recap, no. Definitely no. But if you're talking like you have a PC monitor that the capacitors went bad on and it doesn't turn on anymore because of that, yes, I have done that. I have definitely done that before. Sorry guys, I want to get you guys in frame here. Looks probably in good frame. Cool. Okay, let's get this joint heated up, right? Let's clear it off here. Oh, dude. This thing just works so well. Like, low mount solder is just, it literally is just so good. Like, that joint is literally completely free. I mean, look at that. That's amazing. Let's see here. Let's get this set up a little bit better. There we go. Okay, that's about good here. Let's move on here. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see. I'm sorry. There we go. I know, right? Time for a desoldering gun. Yeah, it was actually a really old monitor from like 2007. It was a flat screen, and it was my personal one I used. And it quit powering on, and so I took it apart, found two or three bulging caps, and then replaced it. Yeah, I definitely need a desoldering gun. That's going to be like my next piece of equipment that I invest in, for sure. Like 100%. Oh, dude, this thing's about to fall right out of here, man. Like, for real. Oh, yeah. Dude, like, I don't even really need to... Oh, dude, it literally just fell right out. Look at that. It literally just fell right out of there. I forgot I was using low melt, and low melt just stays liquid for so long. It does cost time, man. Oh my goodness. So my dad actually does have a desoldering gun in the other room, but I can't really bring you guys with me, and I didn't really want to have to do all of that extra work. All right, let's apply a little bit of flux and just clear this all up here, and then we'll put our new port in, or I say new port. We'll put our new joystick in. I say port like I'm like, yeah, let's put the new HDMI port in this controller, please. Okay. Beautiful. Amazing. Alright, cool. Yeah, I really need to get, like, I was looking at maybe getting a Hakko version of it. My dad actually has, like, a really nice pay station. It's, like, it's older, but it's really nice, and you can desolder with it really, really nicely. The handle, the handpiece with that was like $300, like really expensive. Okay. And then how does the side look? A little bit of solder there on the other side. But that's good. Maybe we can, of course not. Well, we filled it in instead. Yeah, boys. How about we clear it up real quick, you know? There we go. That's good now. Alright. Maybe it's time for our new joystick, yeah? Probably. Okay. Let me get this lined up here. There we go. Alright, it's in. Let's see here. Acer brand monitor, maybe from 09 or so. Give you some caps replaced. Colors in the sharp. Yeah, I definitely want to get a cheaper one, and yeah, yeah, you should definitely consider that maybe as a project to start recapping. That'd be cool. Alright, let's get this soldered up here, shall we? Yeah? Okay, let's get that in view here. We'll just add a little bit of flux right there. We'll just tack those big soldering anchors into place. Alright. We'll do that, right? Those look good. And those look good. Look at those solder joints. They just look so good. Alright, now we could maybe add flux all the way around the board, yeah? Okay. Let's zoom it in here. Okay, and done. Okay, cool. Looks good. Okay, so I think low melt solder is definitely the key to getting this out properly. Alright, all of our joints look super shiny, super nice. Yeah, the fan spins. Yeah, of course. Louis Rossmann, hashtag Louis Rossmann, fan spin. Yeah, boy. Hashtag yeah, boy. Alright, let's clear this up here with some IPA and a toothbrush. We'll call it a day with this one for right now until we hook it up, and then we could probably we could probably do our little pots, the little pot mod, where we put some it's a potentiometer that you can put in between these joysticks to line them up to make them like zeroed out perfect. And we'll add them afterwards, because there's no point to adding them now, and if it just works, then we did extra work for no reason. Okay, we got another one. Let's do it. Noob Fixer, where are you from in the world? You said 40E, which is that would you say is that euro or is that pounds? I am from the US, and so I don't understand some of the currency differences. Scotland? That's amazing. Dude, that's so cool, man. I am sitting here in basically Detroit, Michigan. So if you've ever heard of Eminem, it's basically the hometown. Well, not necessarily. Where I live is not the hometown of Eminem, but I live in the general area of where he lives. And dude, that's so cool. Scotland is amazing. Something I don't know a lot about Scotland, but I do believe that Scotland is like the home of where the DeLorean factory, for like the Back to the Future car, got kind of moved to Scotland. I'm like almost 99% sure. Anyway. Definitely big thumbs up to you for watching all the way from Scotland. That's amazing. Okay, there we go. Cool. Have you ever been over to the States before? noob fixer. Alright, let's pop these out too. We'll just pop them out and we'll remove these like straight off the bat just to make it easier for ourselves. Okay. Whoop. Of course. I'm just using my fingers to pull it out. There it is. It's out. Just pulled it right out. Cool. And the second one is out now. So now we are good. We just have, oh, let's see here. Just the stick to come out now instead of having like all those extra things we had to deal with. Let's set up our tape here and some flux, and let's get to work trying to suck out these extra big anchors here. Okay. Okay, let's get this going here. Suck it out. Okay. Okay, let's move this over here. I'm not trying to get this tape all messed up. Oh. Let's get this in view here as much as possible. Okay. It's just about out with that. Oh, that's probably good enough for now. These are going to be a lot harder than I did not negotiate my mind for. Okay, what to do? Which ones are loose here? That one's loose, that's loose, that's loose, and looks like this one's also loose now. Yep. Alright, so we just have these 4 left, I think. Yeah, because that's about to come out. Cool beans, boys. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. This is what we're gonna do. Because it's not that I'm having issues, but I'm having issues. Of course. Sorry guys. Sorry about that, the camera went out for like a second. I tried to fix the standby mode on this camera, but it just, like, the standby mode doesn't, like, really exist for it. So what I will do, let's try to use some solder wick for this last couple ones. Oh yeah, this thing's about to come right on out in a second. Hold on. Wait for it. Man, that solder wick is no joke super hot. Oh yeah, dude. This thing's literally falling out. And there it is. It came right out. Boom. Look at that. Cool. So let's go ahead and clean this up here. Okay, there we go, there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, nope, that's not clearing out there. There we go. Cool. We're good. Awesome. Alright, got the holes all cleaned out. They look super nice, super clear, super good. We're good here. Now we can add our second pot here. We got the first one, then we got the second one we can put in. So let's do that now. Perfect. Alright. Alright, so instead of cleaning the flux up now, I'll clean it up at the end. Just so it looks nice, you know? And we don't have to use as much alcohol or clean all the stuff. We gotta clean it at the end anyway, right? Okay. Let's solder it up. Oh, my iron's been on for so long that it went into standby mode. It's hilarious. Okay. On this one here, that one there, that one there, and that one there. And we are done. So if you look at that there, we are all good and ready to go. Alright. So let's go ahead and use some IPA and a toothbrush that I bought at the dollar store and clean it off. Alright. we are basically good to go now. We got the board all cleaned up, and we got 2 brand new pots put in. There's 1 and 2. Alright, let's put it in the controller, and we'll give it a quick test and see where we're at, and see if we have to add any of those pots to adjust. Alright, let me check here real brief. Hold on 1 second, guys. Alright, I gotta check the my camera that I took a picture of earlier for the spots. As you can see, the spots where you can, you know, solder the wires to. So let me do that real quick so I can solder these wires back in. Right, let's get this going here. Oh, you know what? How about we? Well, yeah, I guess I'll put these on. Whatever. I had to put the little caps on here. Put those on at least real quick so I can have that good to go. We just need to get the controller back together enough to test it. Should be good after that. Okay. What did you say? The flux brush seems a bit farce, but it's really not actually better than old faithful toothbrush I've noticed. Yeah, I know, right? I bought this thing for $1 at the dollar store. Amazing, right? I don't know what they would call it over in Scotland, but maybe the €1 store, £1 store. I don't know. That's like the thing here in the States. It's called the Dollar Tree or dollar store, or like 99-cent shop. And Sunshine does mean with getting. Yeah, so I actually have the Northridge Fix brush that he uses, if you're familiar with the Northridge Fix channel. It's a brush on this end, and steel wool on this end, or steel bristles. The steel bristles is actually like really soft. It's actually like, it's Poundland. That's hilarious. That's so funny that they have like a version of it, but over in Scotland. That's so cool, man. Now, I guess, let me see here. Let me get these wires soldered up real quick. Alright, so red on top on that side, red on the bottom on the other side. Okay. I can make that happen. I can swing that. Alright, wherefore art thou, soldering tip that I can use to do this? I have a couple different options over here, and so it's like, should I use this? Should I use that? Yeah, staff of controllers, yes, that would be nice. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys coming out and just hanging out. Like literally, the only reason I figured I would live stream is just, you know, to hang out with you guys. I really enjoy interacting and knowing like what's up, what you guys are up to, where you guys are from. Like, I love all of that. And I really appreciate you guys. It's been a ride thus far, and you guys are really, really awesome and just really cool. And yeah, yeah, there is, I mean, believe it or not, like, I wouldn't say it's necessarily just poor people. Like, it's just like people that like bargains and stuff, you know? There's a lot of good stuff for super cheap that just works, that you don't really need to spend any extra money on. Like, even like a toothbrush, like, but I mean, you can buy, like, I'm pretty sure you can buy Colgate toothbrushes there, but I can't remember now. Hold on. Right on top, right on the bottom of the other side. Let me check. Okay. Yep, right on top on this side. Actually, I don't know if it matters if you solder one or the other, because a motor just goes in one direction or the other, and this is a Vibe motor, so, I mean, does it really matter at all in the grand scheme of things? I mean, I really don't know. Let's move those over there. Yeah, I mean, I like a good bargain, you know? Yeah, I don't think it matters. I mean, I'm putting them back where they go, of course, but I really don't think it matters. These don't have to be perfect solder joints. They just need to be connected to the pad and decently connected, but it's whatever. It's not a big deal. It's not like an HDMI port where everything has to be like precise, you know. Alright. Okay. Let's get the little battery box back in and put a screw in there to hold the board all together. That way we don't have any weird button or controller issues when we're trying to actually test it. Okay, let me get this all seasoned together. Yeah, I figured it would work just fine in reverse too. All it is just like apply voltage, go, you know, one direction versus the other. I don't think it matters, but I don't know why I'm obsessed over it. I don't know. All right, let's switch. Wow. Yeah, this thing's kind of locked in place. I'll put the screw all the way in. Okay, I did. And the battery. Okay. Oh, and we need the little USB connection dealio. Once we get that plugged up, we can now plug it into the computer and see where our sticks are at. All right, let's switch the scene. Yeah, of course, it is good to do things in a proper way. All right, controller is connected. All right, we have a little bit of drift on this one that we can actually just do one of those little mods to. Other than that, one thing I did notice is that like it's like a square. It's not like it's, I don't know if that's a bad thing or not, if there's a way to correct that. The old ones used to go in a direct circle, but these go in a square. I don't know why it's like that, but yeah, we can fix this one that's going this way a little bit, and we should be good to go. And oh, wait, is that button not working? Wait, hold on. Oh, maybe I don't have the controller like all together, so it might not like function right. Okay, yes, it's working kind of, maybe. The board's not quite new, so that's working, but that button's acting up a little bit. Okay, yeah, the board isn't like pressed in. Okay, cool. All right, so let's unplug this, and I will switch over to here. I'll try the fume extractor for a minute. I'm going to get the controller back apart real quick, and we will adjust. So it is going that way, which means, let's see here, I gotta kind of get this all back apart. I am gonna throw away some of these parts and like bits of stuff I don't need anymore on the bench. Kind of clear it up here. What I've found as a repair shop is that your bench isn't ever going to be clean. Ever. As long as you have devices that you gotta fix, it's going to always be jammed. Always. And you just have to kind of make things work, I guess. Alright, so it's this side here. And we have to adjust the Y-axis on the controller, I'm guessing. Alright, let's switch to this camera, the microscope camera. We need to add a little SMD pot here. Let's zoom in here. We can probably clean this up a little bit better too. But for right now, I'll just leave it. We're going to solder a pot to these here. And what that's going to do is this controller has these pots from factory zeroed out. So like when these pots get installed and then these controllers get programmed, if the pot is off just slightly, it will, in the firmware, they correct it to 0. And what happens is when you replace the pot with a different one, it's not going to be the same. So you have to manually correct it yourself with a little pot that we can solder in here. We don't have access to reprogramming firmware on controllers, so they make these little SMD pots right here. You'll see them in a minute, but we can solder it in, and we can correct we can correct the y-axis or the x-axis on the controller and just make it work again. So let's grab this here. Probably grab one out here. Okay, there we go. I only bought 30 of these just for right now, just to have on hand. Alright, cool. So all we need to do is we need to solder this end here, and then we can solder jumper wires from there to there and there to there. Oh, you guys did not even see that. Of course. Alright, so basically there are 3 points on the bottom of this pot here, and this center piece goes to the center, and then these other 2 pieces go over to their respective places. So we can solder one here and then run a wire from point A to point B and point A to point B, just like that. So let's go ahead and zoom in here a little bit. Alright, soldering iron is already turned on, which is great, and I'm probably going to switch the tip to something a little bit finer than what we have going on here. Just to give us something a little bit better to work with. Maybe I'll kick on the fume extractor again. Yeah, exactly. We got to compensate for the drift because it's going to drift in one other direction. Sometimes we get lucky. In this case, we did, where one of the pots is not drifting at all, and a lot of times we can get away with it. But in some cases, we cannot, and then that sucks. So right now, all we need to do is solder this up here. Alright, that's basically done. Wanted to make it look a little bit nicer, but like flat on the board, if you will. Okay, that looks good. Now, turn it a little bit. Add a little bit of flux here on this side, and this right there. Maybe a little bit there, and a little bit there. And I need to add some solder here. And right there. Okay. Now we can grab some jumper wire and solder jumpers. Just coat this real quick with some solder. Coat that in solder. Okay. Try to connect that solder in place. Alright. Probably grab a razor blade and cut that. Okay, cool. Now, grab the other side of our jumper wire here. coat this end in solder. Solder it up. Done. And then coat this up in solder here. Done. Now we can just cut this. And we are done. Now we need to just clean it up, make it look nice. Should be good to go. Now, just so you guys know, I am not the first person to come up with this. If you don't know, I have no idea who actually did. But props to them, whoever did it, because you guys are amazing. And you guys are just awesome. Thank you for whoever did it first. You guys get all the credit for it. Alright, cool. So it should be good here. Now we can... all we really need to do is kind of hook up the controller, plug it up, and hook up the USB connection to the controller. Let's see here. Let's get that out of the way first. And kind of move my tools out of the way to compensate for that. We'll turn off the fume extractor, that way it's not so loud. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, so I'm just trying to plug in the ribbon cable here so we can get USB connection going. Alright. I don't know if we can connect USB without a battery, but let's just try it real fast. Can we? Yes. Oh, we can. Cool. Alright, let me switch this to computer. Alright. So let's grab our screwdriver and we're going to adjust this pot. I'm going to try to adjust it. Oh, that screwdriver's not going to work. Okay, I need a different size bit here. Let's grab this one. Oh yeah, look at that. Bringing it right to the center. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, we're good, man. That's it. So all we did was adjusted that pot just slightly, literally to the right, and we have a perfect right there, smack dab in the center, and we are good to go. And it literally was one pot and 2 wires. That was it. So we did it. We made it work. It's working now. So I will probably set this controller off to the side now too, with its parts. Let's see here. So what I will do is I'll hang out for like 10 more minutes and then we'll end the stream here. That's pretty much all I got time for tonight. But I will set these off to the side and I will clean them up, put new thumbsticks in them, clean all the buttons, and I'll do that in another time. I really enjoyed this stream. You guys are awesome tonight. And man, thank you guys for your loyalty to my channel and hanging out, loyalty to me and just hanging out with me. It just means so much. I really appreciate you guys. Let's get this, I'll get this moved out of the way, cleared up here, and shut down. Kind of get this all taken care of here and put tools away. Just hang out for a few. I appreciate it, guys. I've been taking a lot of notes. I realized, yeah, and no problem. My shop is, it's in Woodhaven, Michigan, which is just south of Detroit. Exit 32 and I-75. It's located inside of a Flying J truck stop. Exit 32 and 75, which I probably just already mentioned. I've been taking notes for YouTube, and I think what's really funny is, have you guys ever heard of Mr. Beast? Maybe not. Dude, I absolutely love Michigan. Absolutely. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys sticking around. So Mr. Beast is probably one of the more, or if not the most famous YouTuber on the platform. And I've listened to a lot of his videos on, expect a visit. No, specifically Noob Fixer, I definitely expect a visit from you all the way from Scotland. You better make your way over here pretty quick, you might as well. No, I kid. But anyways, yeah, Mr. Beast, I've been listening to a lot of his videos where he talks about what to do and what not to do on YouTube. Also, there is a guy that he actually shouted out the OneWire RCM mod that we did for the Switch, and which I do appreciate. His name is Blaine Lockyer, I believe, and he covers like game console mods and emulation videos and stuff like that. It's really cool. You should definitely check him out if you do get a chance. But I was listening to a podcast that he did, and I definitely took some information from his video that I'd like to kind of like move into like in a future video. Kind of use his different methods of how he does things for YouTube. Let's see here. And definitely expect a video here really soon, probably in the next couple of days. I'm guessing by the weekend I'll probably have another video up. I've got a sneak peek. It's a Switch Lite. I got a Switch Lite in from a customer. They shipped it in, and they replaced the USB-C port on it, and I'm not sure what's going on with it yet. And still no power after they replace the USB-C port, so we'll see what's going on with it and just kind of go from there. It'll be one of the newest videos with the new setup here. Looks amazing. Yeah, alright. So pretty much I just am cleaning up my bench. The little work mat that I had is completely... Here, wait, let me turn this light on. There, now you guys can see my face better. I probably didn't even have that light on the entire time, and I didn't even think about it. It probably could have helped me like actually fix stuff. Alright, I got some paper towel here. I'm going to go ahead and wipe this little mat down here. Alright, cool. Yeah, well, I'm really glad you guys enjoyed the live stream tonight. It was such a pleasure. I love having you guys out. Just having somebody to watch me fix stuff and just enjoy company, and it's like you guys are here with me. It's amazing. In fact, you guys are, but not physically, but in spirit. You guys are here with me in spirit. All right. My mat looks super nice now. It's nice and well, almost. Never mind. It's not looking nice. No. All right, it's good. Perfect. Awesome. What does your wife do? I assume to be your wife on the next workbench. I don't. I'm not sure. So my wife is a stay-at-home mom. We have a daughter together, and she takes care of her and takes care of our house, and she's just amazing. She also, all of the thumbnails that actually look good on my channel, she has made. She makes all of my thumbnails. She is my cheerleader and my love. She's amazing. Right. Yeah, no, I don't think she's ever been here in a video on this channel. Maybe we'll do one eventually where I'll have her, or I'll walk her through fixing an HDMI port or something. That'd be fun. Yeah, that would be really fun. She knows what I do, and she is amazing. She is my cheerleader, and she's just absolutely wonderful. I would not have any of this stuff if it wasn't for her. She's just pushed me and supported me. That's one of the biggest things. When you do stuff like this, you definitely want family that supports you, or a friend or someone to support you through it. That's probably one of my biggest things. Yeah, that would be fun. I'm pretty sure. I thought Tronix Fix had a maybe a video with his wife fixing something. I thought, but I'm not 100% sure. If you're familiar with Tronix Fix, if you're not, then you know it's totally cool. Tronix Fix is really awesome. He does a lot of videos where he buys stuff, fixes it, and then I don't know. I assume he resells it, maybe. You know, however, but. You know, what I like to do here on the channel is I like to just fix customer stuff if I'm able to. And there's a lot that really doesn't, like, I try to record it, but like, there are times where I don't have stuff set up right, or things aren't working right, and I'll have a laptop come in that doesn't have power, and I diagnose it, fix it, and get it out, and I'm like, I could have recorded that. And then I'm like, here's another HDMI video, guys. Like, I don't know. You know, I thought that his, I thought the video, what I remember, I thought she like put together a console or something. I can't remember. Yeah, no, what's funny is a lot of people have said that about me and my wife, as we look like we could be brother and sister. That's hilarious. Yeah, no, I actually did watch his AMA a little bit with when he hit 1 million subscribers, and it was super cool. I really enjoyed that. I love what he does on the channel, and he has been getting like there were times where like I would watch some of his stuff, and I feel like maybe I've done the same thing in the past where he won't cover like he'll say, I tested this area of the board, but like we're like, but what did you test, and how do we know how you tested it, and how do we know you tested it right? Now, I trust that Steve knows what he's doing. Like, I do, because clearly he knows his stuff. But it would be, in some ways, and I feel like he's gotten better at it, is showing the board and showing what he's doing and how he's testing it. Now, I'm not perfect at it, or, you know, or anything, but, you know, that was one thing, is it's always helpful to learn, is to know what's going on the board and how to test it, because more times than not we don't have schematics for things, and you know, it's not always perfect to fix something without a schematic. There's no perfect way to do it. There are general rules to go by to fix something, but nothing is perfect. We were talking about Steve with Tronix Fix. He's awesome, and I love him. Yeah, he's great. He's he has gone from, you know, he started from nothing and you know, became who he is today, and he deserves every bit of what he has. He does his videos so well, his editing style, everything, like it's perfect. It's really good. Just recently, so like tonight, okay, if you guys don't see this at the beginning of the video, and you'll see it now, I am using OBS for the first time, live streaming, and I really don't know a whole lot about how to use OBS still. I'm really bad at it, but I did kind of figure out how to do scenes. I was trying to add, in one scene, I was trying to add my video capture device for my cameras, and then I was adding my display capture, which you see over here, and I was trying to add it in the same thing, and it kept popping up and like taking authority over my video capture, and I was like, why is it not working? And so I added a scene, and then I added the other display to the scene, and it just works. And I was like, oh, so that's how you do it. So, and then I was having mic issues in the beginning, which I'm genuinely sorry about. I believe we're using the camera's audio. I think that's how I'm doing it. Yeah, actually, what's funny is I, for literally majority of my, in fact, I think it's actually all of my videos, up until a certain point, I've just been using Game Capture HD that comes like from Elgato, because I have an Elgato HD60. It's the PCIe capture card, and I use that mainly for recording, but I want to get using OBS for recording. Oh, in fact, I think I did use OBS in the last video, my update video. I think I used OBS for that to record, which is awesome. OBS is a very lightweight program compared to Game Capture HD, which is a very heavy program. Let's see. I figure there is two types of repair channels. Channels that teach and channels that entertain. Although both can be educational and entertaining, I prefer the educational channels with detail. You know, that's one thing that I want to grasp is I almost want, like literally, I want to take entertaining and educational and put them into one package. That's what I would actually like to do. And I think that Tronix Fix does an excellent job of making entertaining videos with educational content mixed into it. I wish that there was a little bit more, but I still watch his videos every time he releases just because I like Tronix Fix. That's hilarious. This new camera is just absolutely, like, the colors on it, like everything about this camera, the one you guys are seeing me with right now, amazing. I could not have asked for a better camera. It's amazing. Yeah, and that, you're right, there is very little channels with a real balance of both, and I want to do my best to make that. I want to make educational videos and make them fun, but I'm working, I'm trying to gather ideas from everywhere and try to incorporate that. You know, not every creator is the same, and we're all kind of like, you know, shooting for that goal of making something awesome for people to love and to get into and watch. Let's see. All right. Okay, here. Well, guys, I guess we're going to come to a close here. It is 8:31 p.m. EST, which is Eastern Standard Time for me here in the States. So, and I do appreciate, yes, this I do love the camera. The image is really crisp, and I do appreciate it. Lesson of the day: make stuff. Yes, we definitely need to make stuff and just make stuff that's great. And I feel like if you go back in the beginning and you watch like when I started making repair videos, you'll be able to tell like there's a clear difference between what I make today and what I made back then. Right? I totally agree with you. I like your videos though too. You're very concise with what you do, and I like that. You show exactly what you need to do to get to the end product. It's perfect. You know what? All right, guys. I'll tell you what. I'll hang out till 8:40, which is it's 8:32 p.m. now, and then I'll head out about 8:40. We'll do that because I still got to go home. I got to eat dinner and do all of that stuff, and then I still like literally, guys. I'm not even kidding. I still have a box of controllers here. Like I still have to fix all of these. Like, what do I got? I've got two here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 10. Yeah, it looks like 10 controllers. Thanks, Tyrone. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, definitely check out Micro Major Repair too. He definitely covers some really interesting things on his channel. Definitely check him out. Believe it or not, when I first started soldering, I was using a magnifying glass. That's a fun fact. I did not always have a microscope, or a nice microscope at that, you know. I got my first microscope in January of 2019. But I've been fixing game consoles since 2012, but I got into it. I really dove in 2013. Midway to 2013, I started working on PS3s. I was jailbreaking them with an E3 flasher, or downgrading the NOR flash chip with an E3 flasher. That's where I kind of started with that, and then I got into Xbox 360 around 2014. What's that? Have a plan to intimate open retro hardware. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by that, buddy. But yeah, I went ahead and I got into Xbox 360 and modding that, and I think the first one I did was a Falcon, and it was RGH1 with a... I had no idea what to get back then, so I think I grabbed a CR3 Lite chip. That was fun. And I put that in a Falcon RGH1. That was the first RGH I did. And I started getting into soldering then a lot. Well, in 2014, 2013, I got into soldering a lot. And 2015 was when it exploded. I literally did so many 360 mod chips, it was ridiculous. It's an open source astro imaging project for astrographers. That's pretty cool, man. I do not know what an astrographer is, but it sounds awesome. Yeah. After I think I seen my first PS4. It was in 2015. I think I got my first one, and then I never. I took them apart. I had a 1001A and a 1215A shortly after, and I took them apart just to look at the motherboards. And I think it was probably around firmware like 3.15 or 3.50 or so, somewhere around that area when I first got into PS4. After the PS4, in 2015, I did a lot of 360s and PS3 mods. Like, I would buy PS3s, fix them, mod them, and resell them. Same thing with the 360. I would just have stacks of 360s, mod them, fix them, mod them, resell them, remarry disk drives, like the whole thing. Like, it was just a constant flow. And then January of 2016, I built my very first NAND flasher for the PS3, TSOP NAND. And I could read and write NAND. I could read and write to NANDs for PS3 and 360. It's not an interview, Chase. Yeah, I'm like, all right, guys, I want to get this job. So, giving a play-by-play, my resume here. But yeah, 2016, that's when I did that. And I pretty much downgraded my first NAND PS3 sometime in January. That was fun. And I thought that was really cool. And after that, it was probably not until about August of 2017 I got my first PS4 and to fix. And it was an HDMI port, and that's when I started fixing those. And 2018 I did a little bit of that. Got my first Xbox One S in 2018 for HDMI, and I didn't really advertise it at that time, but then I started to realize that it was like an issue and people needed it done. And so I started fixing those, and in 2019, that's when I got my microscope, and I actually bought my paste soldering iron in 2019 too. And then that's how it kind of succeeded. And then I think in May of 2020, that's when I posted, I posted repair videos before that, but they were just they weren't super well done. They were just my version of it. And then I got better cameras, and I decided that I was going to kind of work on my ability to record and talk to the camera. And I'm not perfect at it by any means, but I decided to move in that direction, and that's pretty much where I found myself today. So, Hey Lexi, I love you too, honey. It's good to have you on the stream here for a minute. All right, guys, we got 2 more minutes. If you guys have any other questions, definitely let me know. And if you guys have any questions or anything, definitely either send me an email, or you can leave a comment down below, or you can comment on one of my community pages or however. You know, actually, Tyrone, I have no idea what imaging tech is, man. Are you talking like cameras, or are you talking about something else? All right. Oh, by the way, I was going to say, I didn't even comment about it. This is my shirt for work. Optics and optical sensors. Dude, that sounds so cool. I wish I understood how optics and like optical sensors, like electronical sensors worked. That would actually be really cool to look into. Just to know how they work, it would just be awesome. As well as the firmware and all that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that... I would really love to look into the hardware of that. Software stuff I am not very good at. I am not good at software stuff. I'm good at like following hey, type these commands in, program this flasher, type these commands in to dump the firmware. I don't actually understand like how it's working enough. Like I understand some of it, but not really. Oh, software is your thing. Well, my guy, I will just, how about we make a transaction? Like, I'll give you some of my soldering ability, and then you just give me some of your software ability. Yeah, and we'll just do, an even 50-50 trade. Sound good? That would be so funny, man. I wish we could do it. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. It's 8:40 now. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and just supporting me on my journey. You guys are amazing. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys take care, and you guys have a good night. Yeah, definitely. I'll see you guys. All right. Shut this down now.